Hey foamies, welcome back to the bunker. Now today, my Outlaw's looking a bit bland, a bit original. So I thought I'd give it a bit of a paint job and bring you along for the journey. So, what we have is the safety gear. Gloves so you don't get paint all over your hands. I've got a mask so I don't inhale that crap. So the paint is, I've got Dulux. I like using this stuff. This is high performance enamel, flat black. So I'm really liking that paint, especially when it comes up pretty nice on my magazines. So happy with that. And the red, not too happy with this at the moment. This is a gloss red, primer as well. So yeah, it's alright. It's enamel as well, primed paint. And then I've got a clear gloss as well, just to help it, that extra protection. There's a frog somewhere, don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, they're coming out. Might go for some frog legs later, that'd be delicious. So yeah, it just adds a bit of protection, extra protection. With the clear coat, I've got P320 sandpaper. A little bit rougher than your finer stuff, but I wouldn't go any rougher, just because it could show up with scratch marks when you do paint it. They might come through. So, yeah. So we might start disassembling and yeah, go from there. Alright, so now I've got that disassembled. Just give it a light. This is all I do anyway. Just give her a light sanding over. And the other one doesn't need too much. Really, with the paint that I'm using anyway. Grips on pretty well, I find. And just on the parts that you obviously want to sand, and then with that, just give her a wipe over, collect any dust that's still on there from sanding. You can even blow it off with an air compressor if you have those things. So I'm setting myself back up again, so I don't have one of those yet. Alright. It's just to take the shine off, really. That's all I do. Alright. Done. Now I might do all the black first. So all the red pieces I'm going to do black, as you'll see. And I mean, it's going to flake probably as well down the track with use and chip away, but just adds to the accoutrement or whatever. So there we go, we're ready for painting. Doesn't take too long for what I like to do anyway. Like as I said on my seagull earlier, bits come off a bit, and it just gives it a bit of character, which I like anyway. So we'll get set up and go to the booth. So again, I'm just using Duralux Duramax enamel flat black, and hopefully I've got enough. Give her a bit of a shake, and just as you go, just start from one side to the other, just quick motion. You don't want to hang around too long, otherwise that's when you get runs. Take your time, there's no rush. We'll just turn this sideways. Now I've had a bit of practice with paint. Ah, yeah, that's why you wear gloves. That's not too bad, but it's just starting. And a face mask. Definitely do it in a well ventilated area. Don't know if you'll be able to hear me, it's good now. Alright. While that dries, I'll prep my red. There we go, might get rid of them so they get red on them. Alright. Give her a good shake and a spray. And go for it. Now I'm going to do them black, so I'll have to tape that up. So I'm not going to worry about the handles too much. The grip. And you want to do a couple of coats. So I wouldn't try to get every little bit on your first go. Okay, I'll leave that now. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. But yeah, we'll let that dry. Go over another coat, same with the black. Hey guys, just going to go over it with the clear coat now. With this you don't have to spray that much on. Just for a blaster, I reckon. That's what I do anyway, so just give it a nice, before you spray. Clear it out, clear the tip, and then just a light, again, just a couple of light sprays, just to give it a little coat, light coat, and that one's pretty much ready to go. So, and then just with, I decided to paint the handles, the grips as well, and I might just run black tape over them or something. But we'll let them dry before we do another coat on that. So guys, just another tip as well. once you've spray painted, this is the second coat of red that I've done, and then I'll do a clear coat. But before that, it's always good just to put the shells together and just see if you've missed any spots. Like I've missed just a bit there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Just there I've missed. So just give it a quick little spray. And sometimes the lines where the shells are, like, they might need a little bit of a touch up. Morning. So, it's been overnight, roughly around 14-16 hours that I've left these to cure. I didn't do that with that, I got a bit excited, and maybe that's why a few parts came off because I was mucking around with it. But anyhow, so it's come up pretty nice. Yeah, the paint is definitely dry now, so I'm quite happy with that. The black's come out great as well. So yeah, I'll put this thing together, hopefully, if I can remember, and yeah, then I'll show you how it looks assembled. Alright, we have victory. I've got the Outlaw back together. I did have a bit of issues getting this thing back together with the hammer prime, as it was locking. Yeah, so you just make sure that it's lined up with the slits on each side of the shell, and you should be alright. Yeah, so it's got a seal, so that's great. Pretty happy with the product. Give you a nice look with the paint job. I like using enamel. It comes up pretty nice. It does have a bit of a shine to it, which I'm not too keen about. I want to get the flat, but I mean, yeah, it's on there. It looks nice, and the best thing about it, it matches my seagull. Super happy. So, one thing I'd mention, if you are doing the Outlaw, I wouldn't paint that little bit in there because the cylinder was hard to get in. I had to sand back a little bit. But, I mean, it comes out nice now. Just might have to break it in a bit with the paint because it leaves obviously a layer, which is not so good. To do it operate smoothly. So, does it fire? Woohoo! It fires. Very good. Oh, I don't want to drop it. I'll scratch it. So, overall, pretty happy with the outcome. Very happy. So, I hope this helps you guys. Yeah. So, give it a thumbs up. Oh, one other thing. The handle, the grip. I was going to spray paint it first, and then I thought, oh, I'll wrap it with electrical tape to have a nice black grip. But I thought about it, and that might make it sticky after a bit of use. So if anybody has any ideas how to wrap it, that'd be great, much appreciated. Put it in the comments below. Yeah, leave a comment if you like. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, have a good one.